manipulation through the media is a very common one. And what you'll see often is people say, oh look, they're not showing something that would push my view, therefore they are corrupt. And that always made me chuckle, if I'll be honest. Thousands of things and events happen every day. A lot of good things, a lot of bad things, a lot of people dying, a lot of fires, a lot of, political things, a lot of things in the royal family. Loads of things happen every day. Hundreds of thousands of things. You probably can see where I'm about to go with this, but it's less about what they don't show and more about what they do show. Big media companies have informants everywhere. If something happens in the royal family, they know about it. If someone gets killed in Brighton, they know about it. If something happens in a big company, they know about it because they have informants everywhere. And so they get to pick what they put in their show because the time is limited. They have 24 hours in a day. They can't show everything. But they pick what they want to show. And I think that is more interesting than what they don't show. What they don't show is bundled up by loads of things. Who cares what they don't show? It is more about why are they showing what they're showing? Why are they pushing and exposing this thing over this other thing? Or over everything else? I remember when I was younger, I would try to understand gun control in America with my American friends. Now my American friends thought that guns shouldn't be a thing in America as well as I did, but the thing is, I didn't understand America. They did, they lived there. So they would tell me and explain things to me, the understanding of the culture there and why they feel like people need it and things like that. And there'd be a lot of debates over many years of me as a kid about why I think it's dumb. And a lot of the times I would always bring up school shootings, because when you think about people dying from guns, you think maybe about criminals, maybe police officers, maybe a veteran. But you never think about an innocent kid. It's a very dark thought. And I always felt the need to, put it in there because it is a horrible thing. And I'd always bring up the well-known ones, the Columbine shootings and Sandy Hook. And I remember once someone said to me, well, that only happens, every few years and, it was so long ago, gun control's fine now. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe they're right. Maybe I'm wrong. And so I went away and I looked up, how common are school shootings? And I came across this thing. And it said, roughly one a week. One a week. One a week. What? Huh? That is insane. And it just blew me away. And I was like, huh? Like what? Why is this never in the news? Why is this never talked about? And I thought the same thing of what I just said. Oh, they're not showing it because they've got a bias against it. I don't think that no more. I think the story is a lot more, actually a lot more dark than that. I don't think they don't show these things on the news because they're trying to hide it. I just believe when they load up all of the incidents of the day, all the big talking points, that just is not their priority, which is insane. They would much rather talk about things that would get as many views as possible, or I guess, to push an agenda against one person or one political party or one company. Whatever gets them what they need, what they want, and reporting on something that's fairly common doesn't really do anything for them. Imagine every day you turn on the TV and you're an American and you see a school shooting. Heart-wrenching, right? That's messed up. The next day, another one. Next week, there's 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 another one. it would just be normal. People wouldn't feel a certain way. They would start to be desensitized to it. And they don't care for that. I think they want to grab people's heart. They want to fearmonger. They want to sway people. And so the school shootings don't do that after a certain amount of time. But talking about a big elite government that's all corrupt, and then switching it, going to the paedophile rings, and then switching it back over to here where it's we're going to war, and then switching it back over, it gets you like you don't know what to do, and it gets people just hearts in it because they're scared, and yeah. I could ramble on about this all day, every day, but the lesson I guess I want to leave with is don't be too concerned about what they're not showing you, aka maybe the school shootings, because they're not trying to hide it. It's more about what they're trying to show you. Why are they showing you that thing? I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.